Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steam Carl with another video. Today I'm pleased to be coming at you with some VGC 17 Wi-Fi battles, because they're technically over Wi-Fi, but here on the battle spot. I made a team. I'm really excited for this format. I know I've been saying that a lot, but it's really true, just because it's not going to be like any other format we've experienced up until now, because we have the terrains with the Tapus and their terrain setting abilities. We have new weather setters. There's a bunch of the Pokemon that we've always seen in VGC aren't going to be here, like Tyranitar, stuff like that. So it's going to be really cool. I'm going to go over my team really quick. You'll see the four here: Tapu Koko, Pelipper, Kartana, and Weavile. So my Tapu Koko obviously has his terrain setting ability. He also knows Thunder, which goes well with Pelipper, who now has access to the ability Drizzle. So he sets that, gives me the 100% accurate Thunders. My terrain gives me the 50% boost. Stab is another 50% boost. And then if I want, I can go with the Z move, which is like 195 base power, which is also stab, which is also terrain boosted. Kartana's here to get rid of some of the fairies. It's incredibly fast, incredibly powerful. Weavile also good support Pokemon. The other Pokemon I have that aren't featured are Machamp and Polosand. So also just for coverage and everything, Machamp's good for Trick Room teams. It's good support with the No Guard ability, with Dynamic Punch, with Stone Edge to hit some Flying type Pokemon, hit some Fire type Pokemon. And the Polosand, a good wall that I have. So you guys are going to see more of the team as the battles go on. You'll see up at the top, these are free battles. I just tested out the team, and I had some decent battles that kind of showed the team, showed the strengths and stuff. So my opponent had a team of Lunala, Solgaleo, Mimikyu, Zygarde, Primarina, and Magearna. So lots of legendary Pokemon, lots of powerful Pokemon. But I still had a pretty decent matchup. I saw the Lunala, I was like, okay, Weavile's got to come, because he can Lunala and Solgaleo for super effective stab. And the Mimikyu, that's why I bring Kartana, easily going to be able to take care of that Mimikyu. Weavile's going to be able to take care of that Zygarde. So, and Tapu Koko and Pelipper here, just to do some insane damage to a whole bunch of these Pokemon. So let's go ahead and get started now. As you're going to see, a lot of times, you're probably going to see the same 4 Pokemon, or 3 out of the 4 Pokemon, just because it's the core of my team. The 4th Pokemon is just more of the, depending on the needs, depending on what kind of team I go up against. So I went with Tapu Koko and Pelipper. This is going to be my most common lead, just because it's going to be my full power lead. So Tapu Koko, Electric Surge, and Pelipper is going to set up the rain, which is fantastic. So this isn't what I was expecting for a lead, but it's not too bad. So you're going to see I'm going to go for a Thunder right here, and I go into the Solgaleo spot just to get some damage off, and I also go for a U-turn into Lunala just to break its Shadow Shield, I believe is what it is. So you're actually going to see my Pelipper went before Solgaleo and Lunala. My Pelipper is Choice Scarfed, and mostly I lead with Pelipper, and then I Choice Scarf U-turn out to protect it. So you're going to see that a lot. So he's going to go for his Weavile's going to eat this attack up. So he also goes for Crunch into that slot. So he really wanted to get rid of the Pelipper just because it was an easy target as well. But Weavile's going to be able to take both of those. And so here I go for Pursuit. I went for Pursuit on the Lunala, not the Solgaleo. I believe. I'm pretty sure, because I was just going to go for a Thunder into Solgaleo. And then if he was going to switch out with Lunala, I was going to knock it out. So I don't know if that's how Pursuit works. I've never had that happen before. But either way, I get a Thunder off on the Lunala, deal tons of damage, and he goes for another Moongeist Beam. So if I remember correctly, I wanted to teach my Weavile knockoff, but there was no, I might be wrong, but when I was looking at it, there was no way for Weavile to get knockoff until Pokemon Bank comes out. That's what I saw on the internet, so I might be wrong. So I gave him Pursuit instead of knockoff, just to get that utility on there. So I bring my Kartana here. I go for Dazzling Gleam just to break the disguise of Mimikyu and get some damage off on the Lunala, because this Mimikyu could be a problem if he sets up with like a Swords Dance. Could be a problem. Oh yeah, and what's funny is I didn't realize how tiny Kartana is until this battle right here. I'm like, holy moly, that thing is tiny. So Smart Strike's gonna be more than enough to pick up the knockout. I'm gonna get the Beast Boost. Not too necessary since his Lunala is already low, but and here he goes for Roost. So like, okay, that's interesting. I can respect that, but it's still not gonna bring him up to his Shadow Shield. So at this point, it's not gonna be too hard to pick up the knockout. So here he brings in Zygarde. He shows his last Pokemon Zygarde, and I'm like, okay, this isn't too bad. I just go for Dazzling Gleam, and that's gonna do a little over 50%. So at this point, I prioritize the Zygarde over the Lunala just because the Lunala can't do anything to any of my Pokemon really. So that's why I go for the Zygarde, and I pick up the Beast Boost here. I'm like, okay, well, I should just be able to pick up the knockout onto this Lunala. He gets paralyzed. I mean, it was unfortunate that he got paralyzed, but at this point, there's not much he could do anyways. I did because I still hadn't even used my Z move, and he's just gonna go ahead and surrender. So a very quick battle. You guys will see the VGC 17 battles are pretty quick, at least in this format. It's kind of the way it always goes with VGC. How at the beginning of the season, the battles are really quick. People go for pure power, discovering all these new strategies and stuff. So pretty quick battle right there. So not much to say. That's just kind of highlighting. I kind of do this to show the strengths of my team, the strategies behind my team and stuff. So you're going to see this next battle, I bring the same 4 Pokemon just because, and this guy had almost the exact same team. He had Magearna, Lunala, Leafeon, Necrozma, Primarina, and Mimikyu. So I think the only difference he had was the Leafeon instead of the Solgaleo, and the Necrozma instead of the Zygarde. So very similar team. But so that's why I kind of bring the same thing. Like I said, Machamp is kind of there for a Trick Room team or like a fire type team that I can hit with Stone Edges and stuff. So, and then the Palosan also for like defensive utility and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. And as always, I go with the same lead. My opponent goes with Magearna and Lunala. So here, I was like, okay, I don't really. This was the first time I went up against the Magearna, and I was like, okay, I don't really know what to expect from the Magearna. I don't know if it's going to be that big of a threat, but I have my electric terrain and my drizzle up, or my rain up. So I go for a thunder straight off the bat. I want to see how much damage I can get off on this Lunala. I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. Another thunder probably would take it out. And I get the paralysis again. I mean, pretty unfortunate. I don't know. I think Thunder has like a 30% paralysis chance. Not 100% sure. But again, I go for U-turn into the Magearna just to break up a potential Focus Sash. And I bring in Weavile here. Because I was like, I don't really know what I want to bring in. Just because I didn't have anything that would resist these moves. So he ends up, I see this dazzling him like, oh crap. Weavile's gone. My Weavile does hold the Focus Sash, but since he doubled up into that slot, unfortunate. I feel like that still kind of was a misplay on my opponent's part because he was expecting the Pelipper to stay in. The Thunderbolt would have easily knocked it out. He could have gone for a Steel type move in the Tapu Koko. But here I go for my Z move, just to get rid of this Lunala, since it has the potential to deal some decent damage, especially against my. It's more of the bigger threat against my Kartana because Kartana will resist both stabs from Magearna. So I just go for the. This is easily going to pick up the knockout. I mean, base 195 power, stab, and terrain boosted, so it's going to be an easy knockout. Thunder might have done the trick. I just didn't want to risk it or anything. So Magearna. So here I learned. Okay, so if any Pokemon faints, Magearna's ability activates. And I just go for a Smart Strike. I'm like, let's see how much it's going to do. Quite a bit of damage. Really strong Pokemon Kartana. So here he's going to go for Flash Cannon. And he's going to pick up the knockout on Tapu Koko. And here I'm like, oh, wow. This has never happened to me before. Tapu Koko is a big part of my offense. Now he's at +3. But we saw that Kartana outspeeds. So not too big of a deal since I will be able to pick up the knockout this next turn or if he protects the turn after. And here he's going to bring in the Necrozma. So here I only got 2 Pokemon left. Like you guys know, my Pelipper is Scarfed, so I have to decide what I want to walk myself into, and I'm like, okay, I'll just go for Scald, since it's going to be rain boosted, since it's going to be safe. There's nothing on his team that was going to be immune to water type moves. Looking back, Hurricane probably would have been better, since he has the Primarina in the back and the Leafeon in the back, so they would both resist water. And here we see the last Pokemon's Leafeon. Here I'm like, oh crap, why didn't I go for Hurricane? So I still get my Scald off, and I'm able to pick up the knockout Necrozma. Luckily, my Kartana survived. I don't know if I would have been able to win if Kartana did not survive. And right now I think I'm at +1 or +2 attack. So it's going to be a knockout. I got a crit. The crit most likely mattered since it was a Leafeon, who's known for its physical defense. But anyways, I pick up the victory. No complaints here. And another pretty quick battle. So now I know better, especially against Magearna. I know what to do against Magearna. There's not really an answer on my team since I don't have any fire type moves or any. I guess Polysand could. Next time I'd probably bring Polysand instead of the Weavile to be able to deal. Because Polysand could deal with the Necrozma, could deal with the Lunala, could deal with the Magearna. So lesson learned. That's one reason I have it, but that's pretty much it. I'm excited. I want to go up against some other weather teams. I know Torkoal is he. In case you guys don't know, Torkoal got access to Drought, and he also can wear an Overheat. So I've seen a lot of people do Overheat and then have Oranguru with Instruct and just go. And it's a Trick Room team, and you have Torkoal. He goes for Overheat, and then your Oranguru goes for Instruct on Torkoal, and he goes for another Overheat. So it's Stab. No, it's not. It's not Overheat. Excuse me, Eruption. So if you're at full health, it's going to be 150 base power. It's going to be a spread move, and then it's Stab, and then Sun boosted. So it's just some insane damage. So it's going to be interesting to see if my team really can counter that, especially since it's a rain team. It should be able to counter it, or at least do decent against it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. I will be coming at you guys with some more VGC 17 videos. I'm excited. I like double battles. I prefer double battles over single battles just because there's not really that many OP Pokemon in doubles, just because you can always double target one Pokemon. A lot of strategy involved with protects and stuff. So if you guys got any suggestions for me, feel free to let me know if you want to battle me, whether it's singles or doubles. Also go ahead and let me know. But that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.